Hello again, welcome back to DIGIFOX Labs. Today we're going to be talking about a Monkeyball tutorial, or essentially a quick guide as to what is the rarity for all these monkeys. Like, what dictates one better than the other? And we're going to try and dive deep and give you our opinion here at DIGIFOX Labs to indicate what we feel is the best potential strategy for doing your Monkeyball NFT investing. Now, none of this is financial advice. We are not financial advisors. Everything said here is 100% our opinion, as well as serving as a documentary or a guide for us here at DIGIFOX Labs. So let's get right into it. So as we can see here is the website of Monkeyball, right? And we don't really see the essentials that are going to dictate what exactly gives you a rarity on your Monkeyball NFT, right? So you would usually see like a rarity map or a rarity chart, and all we see here is token info, which is quite, good, right? And we see here you have like the Solana Explorer, SolScan, CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, white paper, and all the stuff. And it's not in the white paper, at least not recently. And then you have Meet Your Monkeys, which essentially you click on that and it has your monkey right here once you connect your wallet. So there's really nothing. Now, it was indicated in a medium as far as the specifics, and that did help out. And this was actually done by Monkeyball, right? Unfortunately, I do recommend they have a hyperlink to their website to help out individuals with this, right? And so, and essentially, you also want to have some sort of secrecy in your NFTs if you're a developer, because especially in something like this, because you don't want everything out there. Or maybe you do, who knows? It depends on the route that this developers want to take for this game. So let's go a little bit further into this article, which they pretty much did all the work really for us, and we're just reading it out to you. So we're going to provide a link in the description below for this link. It's going to be classified under references. So go ahead, get your coffee, get your tea, get your crumpets, get your biscuits, or maybe some sweets or anything like that. Have a seat. This might be a little bit of a long one. And again, this is just our opinion. So looking here at Monkeyball NFTs and the visual and utility value, the monkey is born with its own unique genetic composition based on 32 traits and attributes covering its appearance, skills, and other game perks. The rarity of the monkeys and traits range from common to rare to epic to legendary, amounting to nearly 2.5 trillion potential permutations, illustrating the rarity of the monkeys. That's a lot of different sorts of monkey attributes, essentially. 2.5 trillion, that's a lot. So they're going to take a deep dive in this article, kindly given to us by Monkeyball. So we can see here, what do you do with the monkey? Well, you earn MBS by playing and winning matches. So if you don't know and you're new to this, right, it's a football match game on the Solana blockchain. It's a crypto game, and you actually earn monkey bucks, which can be translated into real physical currency, whatever country you're from. So if you are in the UK, or if you are in Canada, or the Americas, you play this game, you win a match, and you get paid in MBS tokens, which is monkey bucks tokens. At which point then you have a Solana wallet, such as Phantom, which is going to be right here. This is our wallet, right? So you have that wallet and it loads up with monkey bucks. So actually, let's just go here and show you. So we are loading up our DigiFox wallet right here, and we have one full monkey buck, actually 1.28, and it's equal to $1.67. So you could take this, right? You could take this and go to a DEX. Is it available here? Let's see here. You could take this and go to a DEX. Let's see here. Is it available? No. So essentially, you would go to Radium and swap out your monkey bucks for, let's say, USDC. And then you will send your USDC to Coinbase, to Binance, to anywhere to get the crypto off of the exchange and into your bank account. And that's how you would make money with this, real actual money. So going back to the article, we can see here that MBS by playing and winning matches, that's how you get money. You breed the next generation of monkeys, and we're going to actually touch base on that, because we're going to essentially hypothesize, as well as give a little bit of speculation here at DigiFox Labs, the potential way to make best of this scenario right here of breeding. And then you can manage, take care, and train them to improve performance and skills, increasing the value of the monkeys, which we will address later on based off of what we believe we are looking at our NFT. So the tech behind the monkey, so you have here, and it's going essentially telling you how they went about building it, right? And if you're interested in learning about that, by all means, go ahead. It's quite interesting, right? And how they applied the traits in the mode. So we're not going to go too much into that. Again, if you're interested in it, go ahead and watch this YouTube video and read. We'll provide a link in the description below. So off-field appearances, which we believe is going to have some significance as far as breeding, as they indicated. So the NFTs are not only visually stunning and unique, but are born with innate utility and trainable abilities as they are in-game player or assets. The monkey NFT is generated based on 32 individual traits and attributes covering the monkey's appearance, alpha score, which we're going to get into that later on, and game skills and game perks. The appearance is formulated from 11 traits that also form its alpha score. Now, this is very important, right? So, and this is what we're going to show you on our actual monkey. So the higher the alpha score, the rarer the appearance is, and more likely your monkey NFT will have special abilities. So what special abilities can we talk about? So again, this is our opinion. We are speculating. So special abilities. So if you're familiar with playing games back in PlayStation 2 or 3 or 4, let's say FIFA Street, you would have to do certain skills to acquire like a boost or a superpower, at which point then let's say you could shoot the ball from like all the way on the other side of the pitch and guarantee a goal. So that's a special ability. Or a special ability would be being able to header the ball from half pitch, right? And get it in, guaranteed, right? Or maybe get like 5 times your running speed. Something of that nature, right? Or maybe a special ability could be essentially just holding this NFT and you get paid dividends. You get paid special MBS tokens dropped automatically to your wallet every month or so. We don't know, right? And that's been yet to be seen, right? Because the game's not playable right now. So this is where individuals that we have seen on Magic Eden are really somewhat overpricing as well as underpricing the NFTs. And there is high opportunity for the individuals that do not know. And as we've seen here, as time has gone on recently, that most everybody interested in Monkeyball has acquired an NFT of Monkeyball in some degree, in some rarity. So now we are waiting for a new influx of individuals to come in, especially seeing as how we saw this market crash recently. So this is something that needs to be addressed. So let's go ahead and show you our monkey that we have acquired. And we're going to show you what we're going on about. And you can actually access this on Monkey Eden on every single NFT. And yes, you can see our NFTs that we have partaken in. So this is our monkey number 4745. Okay. Now, we did have another monkey which we sold at quite massive profit, and then we got back and got this one at a discounted with those profits, and we bagged some extra soul, and there was very little difference between the two, and it was one of those situations where someone didn't know what they essentially had. So we took advantage of that. So if you had this at any point in time and you're watching this video, thank you very much, and apologies if you have a bit of I guess oh damn moment. Okay, so looking at our monkey, we can see here the alpha score is 510. Now you will see going to Magic Eden, right? Going to Magic Eden, the lowest floor price monkey you could get is 7.32 soul, and we can see here that the alpha score for this individual is 363. So quite a significant amount comparing his NFT to our NFT. Okay, let's go back to ours, and we're going to show you what we're going on about again. And here is the alpha score. So we have more of a chance to actually hit a special attribute or get a better attribute than this individual selling the monkey ball for, or sorry, the monkey NFT for 7 point whatever sold. So that is something you need to keep in mind. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't give us the percentages as far as like here on Magic Eden, you can see right here that they give you the percentage of how many have this trait. And unfortunately, once it's in your wallet, you can't see that. But that's okay, because we're going to hold on to this for the long term, and we're also going to acquire more of them. We'll want at least 4 of them, right? Ideally 5 to 6 would be ideal, but 4 would be the bare minimum, and we're going to go into why. So let's go back to the article. So that describes alpha score and what it is exactly and why it is very much important. And in fact, let's just go back yet again. We could go back and let's reload this website here. And we're going to bring up another one. So we have 2 web pages on the same website of Magic Eden. Okay, let's go back to Monkeyball. And we're going to bring up, let's go with the lowest price one that you could get right now, number 1778. And then we're going to go to, let's see, let's go further down. Let's get one for 8 Sol. And let's see if anyone's cocked up. Let's go to number 5921 for 8 Sol. So the price gap between 8 Sol and 7.3 Sol is roughly what, like $100 or something like that, somewhere around there, a little bit under, maybe a little bit over. So that's quite significant if you ask us, right? Even for the common person, 1 Sol is a lot, depending on where you are in this beautiful world. So let's look at them, right? What's the difference? So the alpha score for this individual, the lowest price monkey, is 363. Now the one for 8 Sol, the alpha score is 379. What is the justification for 379 as opposed to 363? It's not that much, right? And what's key to know is you cannot increase this alpha score. It is what it is. There's no increase in it or decrease in it. So that's set. So why should someone pay $100 more for this monkey as opposed to this one? Well, let's see if it's mispriced or if it's priced accordingly. So looking at the cheaper one, right? Look at the traits. So if you look at the traits, right? Tiger skin, tattoo, color, hairstyle, nose, and it's giving you the amount of percentages, how many monkeys, total monkeys, have these traits. And we can see here that 6% have a specific nose, 9% with the mouth. And we go to this one, and 32% have this trait, which is no tattoo. Let's go back to this one, tiger skin, which is a tattoo, 21% have that. So as it is already, we see a potential disparity. Christmas green of his color. Let's go back to the more expensive one. 5% are ash black. So again, another error. Hairstyle is swirly top. Okay, let's go to hairstyle over here. Mountain top. So, okay, you could justify that. But right now, as it is, this one is underpriced just based off of just the NFT looks, the looks of it, right? And we're going to get into more specifics of gameplay later on. Okay, so we're going to go here. Poker face grin on the mouth, the waterfall, and the wicked eye. So we have 8, 18, 23. Let's see here, going down. 8, 18, 23. So clearly, of the 6 that we've done, these right here, compared to here, this one is so far, just based off of looks now, is already overpriced. Okay, so again, that's just all speculation. Maybe this one was gifted to some young lads or lass, right? And think about it, maybe it's just like it means that much to them, you know? So maybe that's why they put it on 8 Sol as opposed to this individual who put theirs for 7.32. So ideally, if you want, if this was us at DIGIFOX Labs and comparing it to this individual, we would do 2 things. We would bump this up to 8.1 Sol. Or if we own this one, we will bump this down to 7.3 or maybe 7.32, whatever, right? So keep that in mind. So let's go further down. Let's go to the cheaper one again, and let's look at the gameplay and how maybe there is potentially reason for the 8 Sol as opposed to 7.3. So let's go to right here. Accuracy. So the accuracy is 11 with a max. So you could upgrade your monkeys, right? And this is perfectly what we're going on about. So accuracy is accuracy is 11 currently. So to play the game right now, he's at an 11. Accuracy, as far as I'm not exactly sure, but it could tell you what it is. Let's go and find that out. And we can see here that these are the different traits that you get on just the physical appearance of your monkey in the article. Here's a YouTube video. We're not going to get into that one. On-field gameplay and skills. That's what we're trying to find out. and they have, I believe they say, skills and 12 game perks. Okay, accuracy. So according to this article, the accuracy, your monkey's accuracy level determines how likely their passes and shots are to succeed. And so there's nothing really indicating here for shots. So we are going to assume this is shooting. Okay, more than likely. So the shooting, it's coming standard, the cheap one, 7.32, standard with 11. The 8 soul one, number 5921, standard is 14. So there you go. Even though even though looking at this Elvis looking one, the way it looks is very much a common, maybe an uncommon, as opposed to this one, which starts off probably uncommon or maybe even a rare. Again, speculation. This is just for teaching purposes because it even has a nose ring, as you can see right there. So looking at this one, it looks quite bland, but he's able to shoot better right off. So if they were to have a shoot contest right now, a penalty, this monkey right here would be better than the cheap monkey. But there's more. The potential for training, okay? So if you were to train this monkey, spend the money and increase his shooting ability, you could get a max shooting ability of 88. Going to the expensive one, the max ability is 87. So in the short term, shooting wise, if you need a striker, your best bet initially is going to be the 8 soul one. But if you're holding for the long term and you're going to build up your monkey, yet again, it seems that monkey 1778 is the winner because he has rarer characteristics, physical characteristics, right? And we'll just go ahead and say this now. Why is physical characteristics important? Because we believe here at DIGIFOX Labs that if you have very rare traits with low single-digit numbers, that could have an impact on how better it is to breed two monkeys together. So, for example, if you have a monkey and you breed it with 4% with Christmas green, what if in the algorithm the developers indicated that for every time a Christmas green trait is bred, that you will have an increase in your alpha score of 50. So that means only 4% of all the monkeys will have an increase of 50 in the alpha score if they breed them. That is what we believe is going to happen. So do not, just because it looks boring and it's not got like headphones or a hat or like a jersey or anything like that, just because it doesn't have that doesn't mean it's rubbish, right? What it means is that there's so many different possibilities. And one of them right here is the Christmas green color of the skin and the tattoo. So that is something that developers could have. We don't know the developer algorithms. So you need to speculate. That is one way. So right now, 7.32, that's cheap in correlation to all the other monkeys, because not only do you get a rare physical attributes, but you potentially get a breeding monkey that can produce better players once that ability is able to happen on the game, which is going to be later on in a few months, or I think Q3 2022. So let's go ahead, and we see already one disparity on shooting is quite an issue. So yes, it's only one, but at the end of the day, like, what if you did max out? 88 is better than 87, right? So let's go to passing, right? So this one is 8 soul. He comes with 13 and his max passing is 86. Let's go back to the cheaper one. Max passing is 14. I'm sorry, the passing is 14 and the max passing is 78. So we can see here that clearly there is a bit of a position, maybe a hint as to what monkeys these positions could be. So as it is already, he's higher in a shooting, but max accuracy is lower. His passing is quite high, very high compared to the other one who's maxed out at 78. So as it is, this individual here could potentially be a substitute striker, or maybe on defense. We haven't got that far yet, but we'll see later on, because his passing is quite crap actually, whereas this one it's quite good. So definitely this monkey for 8 soul number 5921 is a midfielder, and maybe even an attacking midfielder. So you could essentially run him up and have a crack at goal if you would like. And so now let's go to the defense, which potentially the other one. So his defense is 14 with a max defense of 80. Let's go to the cheap one, right? Monkey 1778. Defense is 15 and max defense is 77. So there you go. That tells it all. I mean, what about, and you have other things here, so like golden gloves and hard tackle and stuff like that. So just on the basics of defense and shooting and passing, those are the 3 basics. We can see here that even though that's quite significant. So even though the attributes for potential breeding are a little bit low for the 8 soul one, the actual physical gameplay is a little bit better than the cheaper one at 7 soul price. So is that justifiable? We don't know. It depends on your gameplay, right? So we would definitely, for example, like between the two DigiFox labs, we would pick this one, the cheap one, and we would try and elevate the skills of all of them and potentially use them as a substitute, or maybe even flip it around and keep it for breeding. Whereas this one would be gameplay, and essentially we would buy this one and sell it later on to hopefully get a profit, and we wouldn't be keeping this for very long. But this individual we would be keeping. So it depends on your outlook and the strategy that you're going to go about doing. And you know, looking here, right, so it's not a goalkeeper, right, because 0.05 for golden gloves, that's keeping. And then we have golden gloves 0.08, you know, so hard tackling, so that's and defense awareness, right, and pass interception. So let's start with that. So we got a 6, a 7, and a 7, and we go over here, and a 9, a 5, and a 16. So he essentially, this cheap monkey has the ability to be defensive, well, maybe like a defensive midfielder, maybe, but not a very good one, because his defense is only 77, but he comes with 15, whereas the other one came with 14, but his max is 80. So definitely someone that you could have as a defender. And again, if you need something like, if you need a position to fill in defense, he can definitely do that. If you need someone that is like a defensive midfieldsman, this is your person right here. Whereas this individual here, if you need an attacking midfieldsman or a holding midfieldsman, this is someone that you would need right here. And this is based off of just numbers. And if you know a little bit of tactics in football, that's pretty much how we'd go about it, just looking and comparing it. So if you're familiar with like a Football Manager, this would be a game that you could definitely get a hold of and play. And you can even, I believe, loan out your players, so you could literally be a manager and loan out these monkeys and split the profits for the wins, and that way you don't have to play, you don't have to do anything, you're just the numbers person, right? You're literally a manager, whereas the players are literally the players. And so that's how we're looking at this. And so you can see some kind of disparity potentially in this pick, right? So and if you look right here, right, these are the 2 monkeys that we got, right? 7.32 and then 8 soul. So let's just go back to the main page here, and they're still there as indicated. And look, from this monkey that we initially get, the base floor one, the floor price monkey, and we went all the way, where'd he go? Where'd he go? To this one right here. Look at all the monkeys between the two we just compared, right? That's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. There you go. Roughly around 18 monkeys, okay? So again, it's going to take some time, and you have to also remember that in the time that you're doing research between 2 monkeys, as far as which one you're going to get, like, people are buying these with quick speed. So you got to be a little bit quick, right? And so we recommend definitely having this article up, and you're looking, right? So you have 4 core game skills, which is accuracy, passing, defense, and control. Control is the level represents the ability to handle various situations, receiving, shooting, better control from defenders trying to take the ball from you. So essentially dribbling. Control is dribbling. Accuracy is shooting, passing is self-explanatory, defense is self-explanatory. Let's go ahead and go a little bit further into this article, dissecting it, the perks. So let's see. Now that we covered the 4 core game skills, let's discuss the game perks your monkeys are born with and how that impacts the performance on the field. There are 12 potential perks or game action boosters that monkeys can be born with. And this is going into, we believe, your alpha scores, which we indicated earlier on right here. The higher the alpha score, the rarer the appearances, and the more likely your monkey NFT will have special abilities. And so we went back down here, and we see that they have different perks. So this is what they're born with, right? Precision shot, boost shot, protective handling, hard header, flank pass, extreme passing, interception, tackles, standby, goal, long ball. So, and if you remember, if we go here, this is what they're going on about. Right over here. So everything with a decimal, right? Hard header, flank pass, extreme passing. Going back to the article, we have hard header, flank pass, extreme passing, and it gives you different scenarios, right? Increases your monkey's defensive press impact on opposing players. And so we're not going to go through all of them. Again, it's in the article. We'll provide a link in the description below. And yet again, we highly recommend you have this article up when you are searching for a monkey that you want to put on your team. All right. So scrolling down, and you can see here, they will have a little section in the gameplay that indicates that, hey, you know what? It's a midfielder, it's a striker, it's a defender, it's a goalkeeper monkey, right? So although each monkey can play any of the field positions, each is born with natural skill sets, and these are the positions: midfield, striker, defender, goalkeeper. So what comes with my monkey NFT? Well, you get, let's see, when you purchase it, you get all the traits, game skills, and game perks. In addition, they come with an ID number. The generated birth name, gender, parents, date of birth, and a profile and full body image. So this is what you get with your NFT, and you get all these little details right here, which is quite interesting. Part of the gameplay, not gameplay, but part of the background story, essentially. Become an early monkey pioneer. So what do you get if you NFT holder right now with the Gen Zeros? Well, you get a Gear Up Camp. This is where early monkey pioneers or holders can start collecting consumable game items and supplies for free. So if you hold it, you can start collecting consumable game items and supplies for free. Stacking these items will put you at crazy advantage once the game is launched. So essentially, you are going to acquire attributes to level up your character, meaning that if you have it, you can actually start front running the mass adoption later on. At which point, once you start doing that, you're going to have more people wanting to pay massive amounts of money, at which point then you could go ahead and offload your monkey. So going back to monkey number 1778, this one right here, this is one of those, or actually maybe even not, maybe even like this bloke right here, number 5921. This is what we said, we will not keep it for breeding, right? We will just keep it and level him up and then sell it later on. So that is something that we would do. So we would keep him and take advantage of all this right here, the Pioneer Gear Ups, and then level him up and then sell him. Sell them to some young lad who needs a little bit of help, right? So that's the strategy that we would be doing, if assuming we were going to get 5921. In-game store, Monkey NFT and MBS holders will be able to buy different heavily discounted consumable items and breeding capsules. So again, breeding capsules to take care of or train their monkey players, giving an edge and a head start to all players. So again, get your monkey NFT and get you some MBS. Breeding season. Those that have monkey and MBS will be able to buy breeding capsules. Take 2 breedable monkeys and breed new generation of Monkeyball monkeys. These monkeys can be used as players or sold to others. So this is where it's imperative why we say we want 4 to 6 monkeys. So as indicated earlier, you're going to have 4 individual monkeys, right? And so this is a 4-on-4 football type street style game, right? You have a keeper, defender, a striker, a mid. So that's 4 monkeys. In order to have a full team, you need 4 monkeys. At which point then it would help if you had 6. And that was really what we want, is 6 monkeys. Why is that? Well, That way you can have 4 that are going to be your starting team. Go ahead and have 2 substitutions. At the same time, if need be, you could breed 2 monkeys without affecting your gameplay monkeys. So that's a strategy we are going to use, and that is something that we highly recommend you do. So at this point in time, if you were looking at getting 4 monkeys to create a full team, that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 7, 7, 7. 7 times 4 is 28 SOL. So 28 SOL, which I believe the current price is going to be, let's see here, where's Solana? 100 and, let's say 150, right? So roughly, this is an estimate. I know there was decimals, but what I say, 28 SOL times 150. Right now, it costs $4,200 to get a full squad of monkeys, not including substitutes. So that's quite a lot of money, right? And that's an estimate because it was like 7.5, 7.3, 7.2. So, and let's just have a look, right? Let's just have a look to see how good your team would be, right? So this would be the next one you buy, and he has an alpha score of 425. That's actually quite good comparatively to the cheapest one, right? Max defense, so he's obviously a defender. Accuracy, he's got good handles. His passing is decent, right? So actually, sorry, accuracy, that's shooting. So he not only can he shoot, he can defend. So he is definitely, and his passing is kind of subpar. So he's actually quite good. We may have to snipe him up, actually. So there you go. So you have 1, 2 right there. Let's look at this bloke right here. Attribute 343. Okay, a little bit on the downside. And let's see, physical characteristics. And he's got 1, 2 single digit. That's, yeah, just 2 single digits right there. So not bad. Sorry. He's got 3. That's actually quite good. And look, he's got the earrings and everything like that, which is actually interesting. So we see here the shooting as well as quite in the 90s. Passing 88, defense. So he's probably an attacking midfieldsman. And goalkeeping, not really all that high, we don't believe. So again, you have a midfield and a striker and a defender. What you do not have is a goalkeeper. Which, let's look at this bloke right here, goalkeeper. Now, anyone could play any position, right? And this is probably going to be your goalkeeper right here, because we see here, what's he got? That goalie resistance, long ball, and all that stuff, right? But let's see what he's got going on. His passing is quite atrocious. His shooting is quite excellent, actually. His defense is actually, it's decent. It's quite decent. But his passing is atrocious. Look at that. Is that the least we've seen? But yeah, there you go. So if you're interested right now to get a team before these end up being catastrophically expensive, here's your chance right now. So $4,000 plus, $5,000 to guarantee yourself a good, decent team. And then, of course, you're going to need money for capsules and stuff like that. So you could definitely see where this is going to go and how expensive this game is going to be. We would like to have a better team, and we may actually partake in it. We'll see. We'll have a look-see to see what's going on with the funds here at DIGIFOX Labs. Let's go back to the article and see what else they are doing. So we see here that breeding season and then player versus environment game mode. Everything leads up to the first game mode being launched, where Monkey Pioneers will be able to play matches against the environment. So we will actually be able to play the computer, I'm assuming. So what benefit that is going to do for us essentially is create XP, create ability to adapt to the gameplay and to be essentially regulars, right? So that helps us with NFTs, creating stronger attributes, as well as getting the actual player, us, or maybe someone else, the ability to adapt to the game. So indicating here, Gen 0 monkeys will be the foundation of the game's population for generations to come. The breeding of Gen 0 monkeys will lead to Gen 1 monkeys and so on, building up to monkeys so that there will be enough teams and leagues to match. Wow, so we are the pioneers. They estimate a required number of about 12,000 Gen 0 monkeys to ensure a robust and diverse player economy. So this is going to be a global game with 12,000, roughly 12,000 monkeys, Gen Zeros. That's not a lot, actually. That is quite unique. Very unique. And then this is the dates and the public sales and stuff like that that they've got going on with Q&A. Gaming guilds, 4,000. Players from gaming guilds give a massive boost to the overall multiplayer ecosystem and economy. Thousands of super engaged players participate. 12 months of building games. See here, Monkey's Q&A, giveaways, public sale drops, and this is going on. They've already dropped them, to be honest with you. And holiday NFT giveaway scheduled, and this is everything right here. So that is roughly a guide. So where do we see all this going, right? Well, to be honest, we see that there is still potential. So for example, right, you know, alpha score is something that really needs to be considered, right? And we saw here 7.4 SOL. Look at this, 425. Okay, 425. Let's go to the next one, right? Let's go to this bloke right here, 341. But look what he's got, right? He's got a 2% for the brown skin. He's got slicked back hair with single-digit percentage. He's got eyes that only have a single-digit percentage. So, and he's got a pattern style with a lining about 5% percentage. So this potentially is someone that, if you had this one, this would be one of the monkeys that you could potentially breed. Now, I don't know if you can, monkey parents 100% have this. So I don't know if you can actually breed, if it's going to tell you which ones can and cannot be bred as far as the Gen Zeros go. But that's been, we're going to have to wait and see what happens. Now, let's look at the passing. Subpar. Accuracy, average. Defense, okay. So this monkey right here, 7.7 SOL. In correlation to all the other ones, it's maybe priced about right, maybe a little bit under, but definitely as a whole, as far as where it goes with roughly 1,000 currently listed, actually 1,600 listed, it's roughly in the right region, right? So let's look at the most expensive one, shall we? So this right here. So we've got this bloke right here, Monkey 5205. He wants, is that 2 million? He wants 2 million SOL for this monkey. So why is it worth 2 million? With the alpha score of 348. I mean, look at this. This is atrocious. Look, 86. Max defense is 83. He doesn't even have anything. His accuracy is not even 90. His passing is not even 88. His defense isn't even 90. Like, there's nothing. Is he a keeper? No, he's not even a keeper. Like, this is something that's, this monkey means something to somebody. It could be the green eyes. Oh, sorry, the purple eyes. It could be, maybe he looks like a boyfriend or a girlfriend of somebody. You know, we don't know. So, again, there is lots of discrepancies, a lot of errors in our opinion here. And, well, let's go to the second most expensive one, okay? Let's go here. And let's see this monkey, okay? This is going to be monkey number, once it pulls up, monkey number 4864. Alpha score 689. That's the highest we've seen today. And color, 1% have it. Look at that, single digit, single digit, single digit, single digit. Alpha score is 689. I mean, that's a lot. Single digit for the pattern. And then his passing is 80. Defense is 80. Accuracy is 80. So this would be something that is a breeding monkey of some sorts, because his level up is average, to say the least. He's not really a shooter. His passing is below average from what we've seen today. And his defense, so maybe he's a defender. He's got decent control. But, I mean, nothing really standing out, does he? So that's our guide. Again, we gave you some insights. If you want, go ahead and speed it up a little bit. If you want to listen to it again, if you just say, damn it, whatever, thank you for the article, then you know what? You're welcome. But we definitely do see some discrepancies with some of these monkeys here. And there is plenty of opportunity. Some of these monkeys we actually saw going for about 4 to 5 SOL. And now they're in, like, for example, this one right here. We saw this one going for, it was a lot cheaper, actually, what we saw. Let's see, what was this going for at one time? No data. Okay. Well, maybe it wasn't this one then. But there's plenty of opportunity. So by all means, get yourself a monkey. Ideally, you need 4 of them for a team. If not, no worries. 1 will do you just fine. So with that said, happy days, happy trading, and good luck to you all.